What up, YouTube? This is a flattering angle. Let me just... Hi. Sorry I didn't post yesterday. I know I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but that isn't an excuse. Like, I want to be consistent with my uploads and everything. And I'm also sorry that I look like I do today, although if you've been around this channel for a little bit, you have seen some videos that you can't see because I'm filming them on my way to work in the pitch black. So this is... Well, actually, it may not be better. I'm looking pretty ratchet. But today, I kind of wanted to do a throwback to my old type of content in which I talk about just generally stuff that's going on in, like, the YouTube space and the social media space. And I just want to kind of give a recap of, like, stuff that I've been watching for fun and influencers I've been following and people who either have interesting content to me or they have like platforms that are really like active and focused on their mission and just things that I find interesting. So I'm going to start right off the bat with a couple of people that I've noticed that have been using their platform for good and really using their voice. And first and foremost is Klemens. Guys, I've stressed this in a lot of videos already, but if you want somebody who just posts good, funny content and is very serious about like the goings on in the world right now and is very open and candid about his mental health and just is overall a rewarding, influencer to follow, he's doing it right. So go ahead and check out Klemens on YouTube, on Twitter. He has a Spotify playlist. He streams on Twitch. He's great. Another influencer that I know a lot of people might not be super duper familiar with because of her style of content. I love Alex from PrettyPastelPlease. She is another person who's very active in the space. She uses her platform for good and to basically show an informed standpoint of like style and clothing industry and that kind of thing. She's very I don't know, she's just very aware of that industry, and she's very aware of even just like political things, but she's not pretentious about political things. She's aware of the influence of other influencers and she holds them to a higher standard. She was one of the ones that when Jeffree Star came out with the cremated palette, she basically called him out right away. And I don't think she's hit 1 million subscribers yet, but I think that she feels something in her heart was necessary to say about that kind of accountability and with the timing of the launching of that palette. And I think a lot of people had a similar mindset. Whether or not they specifically rallied around her remains to be seen. But I just do think she is one of the YouTubers I've noticed that does speak out when things aren't right or when things just like don't sit right with her, and I appreciate that about her. I appreciate her content. It's fun. I probably wouldn't watch a haul channel because she is primarily a haul channel. Probably wouldn't watch a haul channel if it wasn't at least as entertaining as PrettyPastelPlease, because it simply is. So yeah. With that being said, the next YouTuber I'm about to mention is a little bit of a source of controversy, but I followed her kind of not since the beginning. I think I started watching this person in probably 2016, 2017, and I followed like her musical career, and I've watched pretty much all the videos on her vlog channel and almost all the ones on her main channel all the way through. But yes, I'm talking about Hanna, and if you don't like Hanna, that is your choice. I am very aware of a lot of the controversies and just poor choices that she's made in her past. I'm not even going to say drama, because to me, drama and poor choices are two very different things. I think Gabbie's career is a product of the involvement and choices she has made with different people. And I think that's why she is, experiencing kind of a drop in subscribers and a drop in views, is because her audience has just shifted a little bit. And to be honest, like, people who followed YouTube Gabbie probably didn't really necessarily care or expect to support musical career Gabbie. However, if you are a complete Gabbie fan, you're probably thrilled with her music, as I am. I think it's great. I think her most recent songs that have come out have been wonderful, and she just looks really happy with her house and Peyton and her cats and just the way that her life is going. I was really inspired by just how open she was about the mental side of her fitness journey. And I know that was a few years ago, but just I'm happy for her for that. And I'm happy for her for like being open again about mental health and her struggles and that sort of a thing. So yeah, um, I like Gabbie Hanna. And I'm aware some stuff went down, and I'm aware there will always be two sides to every story, but I will always support Gabbie. Um, Another thing that I want to get into, and this is kind of just like a shift, not a shifting interest, but like an uncertainty of interest right now, just because of like how stuff's being handled, and like YouTube is only a slice of a person's life kind of thing. But I am currently willing to give this person the benefit of the doubt. However, there has been an outpouring of just basically saying that some of the information being presented in this channel is glorifying or inaccurate. And I'm not a psychologist or a doctor or anything, so I can't verify or deny any of the information put into this channel. I am not going to lie when I say that I've been entertained by this channel, but the channel I'm referring to is Dissociadid, and the host of the Dissociadid system, Nin, formerly Chloe. And I did follow that whole drama as it unfolded with like Team Pinata and Trisha Paytas and all of that. But I just really found her videos interesting, and I came to watch and enjoy them. And makeup's always on point. Not that that matters, but just being open about that side of her life and sharing it and trying to raise awareness in this whole community. I've enjoyed it. So, Dissociated is another channel. Another channel that obviously no longer exists, at least for the time being, but I'm going to give obviously credit to Jenna Marbles. And I just want to preface this with, my cat's going insane, guys, I'm sorry. I want to preface this with, if I hadn't watched Jenna Marbles, I probably wouldn't be watching Julian Solomita. And this might seem like a pretty crappy thing to say, but it's the truth. Jenna Marbles kind of gave Julian like that additional bit of interest to me. And I think that they together as a unit functioned very well in the YouTube space, obviously until she came out and deleted her channel. But I think Julian without Jenna is difficult, especially for someone who's been watching Jenna, because I've been watching Jenna for a while. But when you see Julian, you expect Jenna. And I think that's really hard for everybody to kind of wrap their brain around, is just that like Jenna's no longer in the space, and she was such like a pioneer for the YouTube community and for the type of content that she created. And she took accountability during a time when a lot of people didn't. Sorry. And I appreciate her, and I know a lot of other people in the space do as well. And I still watch her old videos and like the podcasts and everything. And I think Jenna's a pretty great, actually pretty not problematic YouTuber, but apparently she just, like, she needed some time, and I respect that. So I think that covers just about everybody I wanted to talk about today, but I think tomorrow I'm going to do a video about YouTubers that I've kind of not really fallen out of love with, but just kind of for the most part stopped watching their videos, whether or not just like I lost interest or I wasn't sure about how I felt about this person anymore and that kind of stuff, or videos that I've watched in passing and that kind of thing. But the people I talked about in this video today are people that I will continue watching and people that I have followed long term, and just the type of content that I find interesting. Honorable mentions include Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. I kind of go in waves with those guys. Like, I'll watch a chunk of a bunch of their videos, and then I'll like watch them mixed in with something else, but it's like kind of an on and off watching type schedule. I do love them, but not as frequently. And I do have other stuff to do besides sit and watch YouTube videos all day, contrary to how I look right now, because I'm just like laying here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry that I'm kind of crummy looking and that the upload is a day late, but I'm okay. And thank you, and have a good day. Bye.